Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. And some pretty breaking news as Cheslin Kolbe might have mistakenly confirmed his move to the Stormers ahead of the URC next season. And it's a move that we've been hearing a lot of rumors about. It's a move that I think will potentially probably be the move of the entire sort of transfer window, as per se, ahead of the beginning of the next season. And I think it's a move that it just makes so much sense in so many different ways. And if you were to think that the Stormers side, who are currently the URC champions, could get better, they are definitely acting like a side that do not want to rest on their laurels and do want to become a massive force, not only in the URC, but within the European Champions Cup and in Europe as a whole. And I think that the Stormers project is actually becoming quite a very exciting one. But before we sort of go into exactly what's gone on and how Kolbe has potentially confirmed this move, please do smash a like on the video and please do subscribe to the channel as well. Now, we haven't heard anything about specifically who this big signing is to the Stormers, but we have heard that the Stormers are set to make a big name signing ahead of next season. And so Don Dobson confirmed this on a radio show about a month ago. In fact, it probably wasn't even a month ago. It was about 3 weeks, 2, 3 weeks ago, just after the URC final. He said the Stormers will be bringing in a big name player. Now, when you say something like that, the assumption is that it is a current Springbok squad member. Now, there are quite a few names being thrown around. One of them was Billy LaRue. People say that apparently he's built a house down in Cape Town and he could be therefore moving to the Stormers. There was a lot of rumors earlier in the year about Lut Diago, for example, but he is set to move to Japan. It has been confirmed that he will be leaving Sale Sharks. So there are quite a few players who are sort of without a side that people were then linking to the Stormers. Lut Diago is one of them. Damien Delindi, for example, was also looking for a couple of stage, but he is also expected to go to Japan. But now, the sort of latest rumor was the fact that it was Cheslin Kolbe who would be coming back down to the Stormers. And Cheslin Kolbe was one of the highest paid players, or currently is one of the highest paid players in the world overseas and for Toulon. And the funny thing is that he hasn't always had the best of times for Toulon. Like I once said, I think he was playing mental rugby for them, but recently he had quite a few injuries, for example. He's been there for about 3 or 4 seasons now. And when he is fit, he really does light the team up. But in recent history, for example, he has had quite a few struggles. And there has been quite a growing trend about top 14 bosses sort of going after South African players about their unavailability. And given the fact that he was earning with his new contract something like 20 million rand a year or something stupid, you can very much say that he's made quite a lot of money in that move. Now, today, he posted on Instagram a photo of his wife and his daughter with the caption, well, it was on a story saying, missed out dropping her off for her first day at school in Cape Town. Which is confirmed that his daughter has started school in Cape Town. Now, given the fact that we are sitting here in July, the fact that they have gotten their daughter into school, today is the start of a new term for a lot of schools around the country. And I think that for me is pretty much confirmation. Well, it's very confirmation as yet, as that Cape Town is becoming a permanent location. You will not put your daughter into school for a month or two if the plan was to then go back to France come October and rejoin the top 14 and stuff like that. And you're also not going to be living separately from your family. So I think that that's as close as we've had to confirmation that he is in fact moving back to Cape Town. And that he will be joining the Stormers next season. A lot of the rumors were saying that he was going to do it. So I think that this is just the next sort of step. And I don't think he's probably even realized just how big this could potentially be, because there has been absolutely no confirmation. And given the fact that this is probably going to be one of the biggest moves, as I said, in the off-season, probably that he actually might get in a bit of trouble with it. But we've heard nothing from the Stormers, no confirmation. We only have had rumors from people who have inside sources and stuff like that Kolbe was sort of the big name that they were trying to bring back. A lot of rumors that he was looking to come back to South Africa, and all of a sudden now he's confirmed that his daughter will be starting school in Cape Town ahead of a new term. And I think that is pretty good confirmation that they are now moving back to Cape Town, and therefore he would be moving to the Stormers. And I think it's a very good move. In fact, I'm hoping we're going to see a lot more of the Springbok current squad, especially the players who sort of looking at Japan and stuff like that, coming back to South Africa and playing here for the next season ahead of the World Cup. It's more just a personal preference, really, in terms of being able to see them every week, to be able to watch them in our stadium, stuff like that. And I think a lot of these players, they've gone overseas, they've made names for themselves, they've experienced the conditions, and I think that'll be a lot of good experience for us coming in the World Cup next year. But, Etzebeth, for example, coming back down to South Africa, the Bulls have brought a lot of players back to South Africa. So the likes of Marcel Coetzee coming back, for example. Joseph Davis came from the top 14 back to the Stormers as well. So I do think we are going to see quite a few players in the current squad who are based overseas, potentially coming back to the country to play their rugby here. How they're affording it, we don't know. We have to wait and see in terms of whether it's sustainable, whether this will become common practice. We are seeing quite a shift in the contracting model. For example, the Bulls are handing out long-term contracts here. They're signing players down for 5 years, for 6 years, for 4 years, so that if teams want to take these players away, they have to buy them out of their contracts, and the unions get a very large transfer fee, which I think is the right sort of model. If we're going to export so much talent, let's at least get the financial benefit from it. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you think this is confirmation that Kolbe is going to Stormers? What do you think? I don't think we have to talk about whether this is a good or bad move. This is an absolutely sensational move. What will be interesting to see is whether he does take up residence on the wing, or if they do look him to deploy him at fullback in lieu of Warwick Gelant. They're brought in Clayton Blommetjies, but I think that, Cheslin Kolbe could do a phenomenal job at 15 for the Stormers next season. I want to know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. Please do smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steven, and I'll chat to you soon.